always at the nose. So how the nose pads are fitting, especially being a metal frame. So if they're too wide or too tight, then they're either going to sit, if they're too wide, it's going to sit down and flat. If it's too tight in, then it's going to sit too high.
Yeah.
And I also like to get them, make sure that those pads evenly sitting on the side of the nose. So that's where I would start. And then in terms of the arm, I always look for how long we've got and how much room we've got to actually bend and move down behind the ear. I love to do that with kids' frames because there's been some kids where it's been too short
or way too long,
or it's been way too long, and then you've got to try and cut it or make it shorter, and half the time you can't do that because it's an acetate frame or something like that. You've got acetate all the way along, so yeah.
So then get in. Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Now with this frame on David, I would, in terms of a panto, that's sitting fairly straight. So we would maybe look at, especially for an Australis type lens or an accuracy type grind, we should probably adjust that as well.
a little bit more panto.
Give it a little bit more panto so that we're bringing the base of the frame in closer to here, and therefore, our panto measurement will be more accurate when we're giving it to the lab. So I'd probably bring this in a little bit more so we're a bit closer.
Scotty, with panto, would you get the patient to smile to see what happens here?
Yeah.
If you touched him?
Yeah. Well, especially if it's an acetate frame too. You would look at that to make sure we've got some clearance here. So with these sunglasses,
Smile.
that's actually, that's good fit for his sons. Yeah. Cool. Do you want me to
And temples?
Temples? Well, yeah, you could probably actually make them a bit tighter.
Good. Show us how. So you got to look. Your hairdresser and your optometrist are allowed to look behind your ears.
Make sure he's had a wash. Yeah.
What
So
about feel?
because
I always feel rather than look.
sometimes
Yeah.
well, a feel can.
Because
can
I
do
think
it
if
too.
you're looking behind someone's ears, that's a bit.
Oh no, you got. Well, the thing is,
gotta ask them.
how are you gonna know?
Yeah,
No,
I
you
go
just,
like this. I just run my finger around the back. You know, like feel it
Yeah.
well,
where it's sitting, and then if you feel the position where you think you've got to bend it.
but if the bend is way back here, how are you gonna know where to bend it unless you have a look?
Yeah. All right. So would you like?
Go for your life. You can touch my ears, mate.
Well, I'm not. I'd rather have a heater so I can actually heat it properly.
Okay, all right, good.
I'll do that.